Alright, here we are at the pond. And I'm going to show you one last thing on the boat. As you can see here on the rudder, see the tube? This is actually where the water intake is. It's on the rudder. Comes into this hole, goes up through here, goes through the ESC and the motor, and then it comes out the side here. So when I'm driving the boat, you'll see water shooting out of here. You want to see that. That means that the water is going through it properly and cooling it. Now this boat has reverse, like I said. There's lots of weeds or algae here. I'm going to get it a little bit out if I can. Past all this junk. And this boat does have a reverse. I'll show you real quick. Let me get away from the weeds. Alright, so this boat has a reverse here. I'm going to reverse it just a little bit so you can see. Okay. Now let me do a slow pass. Now I don't have a camera girl today, so we're just going to be doing this ourselves. There's no zoom. Okay, now water's coming through. Let me bring it back by. I'm not going full throttle right now. This is barely throttle. See that water coming out of the side? Hope you could see that there. Bring it back around again. It wasn't coming out at the front. The faster you go, the more it's going to come out. So let me bring it back by again. And I'm actually going to zoom in just a little bit so you guys can see it when it comes by here. I know you can't see it right now. See that water coming out? Alright. Let's unzoom and just let you guys see the speed of this. Full throttle. Full throttle. It goes pretty good. Now it's a little skippy in the water, but that's kind of just how it's made and how it's supposed to run. A little bit of wobbles and turns. You want to be careful when you're turning not to flip the boat. That's why you want to set that dual rate on the rudder. Now if you hit it like 75% or 50%, you can drive around at this speed without worrying about tipping too much. This is only about 50% throttle right now. A little bit of a wobble during turns, but not too bad. Let me bring it across the screen here, full speed. Not bad speed at all. I'm running a 7.4 volt LiPo. It's 4200 mAh, 25C. As you can see, it hops, but it doesn't seem to affect the boat too much. It stays pretty stable throughout the hops. You just don't want to turn it very quick when you're hopping. Ride's pretty good. Now the skipping might be able to be fixed a little bit if I change the angle of the propeller. I might be able to lower that skip a little bit with a little bit of rudder work. I mean a little bit of propeller work. Real nice. It looks really good in the water. I love how much water it spits up from the back end. A little bit of wobble there. You got to be careful. If you look like you're wobbling, just let go of the throttle, or at least let it lower. It takes off real nice. It takes a second to get its line, and then it just goes. Bring it a little farther out and do a nice high speed into us. Full speed. Goes nice. You can turn it a little bit while you're going quick. Just don't turn it too much. As you saw, I turned there, but not very hard. We'll do the same thing again. Bring it back in at full speed. And I'm turning just a little bit to the left here. That's not full speed right now. Goes nice at 50 to 70% throttle. You can coast around pretty good. Now I do have a little bit of dual rate set up. I don't have full rudder control authority. Hopefully you can see that water spitting out of the side. You want to make sure that's going. If that gets clogged, your electronics could overheat, so make sure that water is coming out. Alright, I don't have much time left. It's been about a 7-minute video, so I'm going to have to stop pretty soon. I've got a 40-200 mAh battery. The higher mAh, of course, the longer you're going to run. I usually run this for only about 8 minutes. A little bit of skippy there, you got to be careful, but it holds its ground pretty good. As you can see, about 70% throttle. I can turn however I want. Don't have to worry about tipping. It's more about 50 probably percent throttle, but it goes real nice at about 50. You can probably give it a little bit more rudder going this slow. Full speed. I'm just going to do another couple full speed passes, then I'm done. Don't want to kill my battery. Alright, let's bring it back for a nice pass. I actually kind of enjoy the skipping. It's kind of fun. Let's do that again. Too bad there's no geese to chase. As you can tell, when I turn sometimes, especially when I'm far away and can't really see the boat, I always slow down a lot. Don't want to tip it. A little bit of a death roll, or death wiggle there. And I know I said one more a minute ago, but it's too much fun. There we go. Alright. show you guys one last time this reverse. Now the reverse kind of turns it, but that's as fast as the reverse goes. It's not a super quick reverse, but it's just good enough for getting offshore. Alright, so I'm going to bring this back in. I'm going to do one more high speed pass.